This is my short film review of A 10-Minute Swim for UK Film Review. And the film is directed by Achilles Tsoutsis, who co-writes with Alexandros Moustas. Listeners and fans of UK Film Review may have seen me review another of their film recently called Blossom, which I really enjoyed. And I'm very happy to say I also very much enjoyed A 10-Minute Swim. Excellent film, more of a political edge going on here. It's set in the 70s during the dictatorship that was going on in Albania, where the authorities were being incredibly cruel and hard on the citizens who were often trying to leave and flee, and anyone that did try and do that was killed. Something like 6,000 people were killed during this sort of reign of the dictator. And not only that, the person who tried to flee, their family was then exiled and forced into a labour camp. So a very, very strong, serious situation going on here. And that's the backdrop to the film. And it also is quite an important part because we have two sort of central characters. One is actually played by the writer, so Alexandros Moustas. He plays Luan, who has recently got married. He gets married at the beginning of the film, and he has even his wedding celebrations there. So you think, okay, that's kind of where this film is going, but it's really not. He ends up settling into his kind of sort of humdrum life and isn't particularly happy. Has a sort of Groundhog Day feel to it, just going in and out, and we see him become quite detached from his partner, his wife, who is called Tao, played by Mikaella Kodra, who is also, she's very good in the film. But yeah, Luan has this chance encounter with a local girl, played by Popi Fragkakou, and the two of them have a spark. There's clear chemistry here. There's a sort of forbidden element going on there too, in that he's married and she'll soon have to get married as part of the sort of society and culture, but they do start to sort of meet regularly and up in secret. But nothing's really secret in this country. Everything sort of seems known. Even his wife does know what's going on and warns him, to sort of stop it. And that's out of a, obviously, being his wife, but also fear of what's going to happen to them as a family, and even her personally, if something was to go further because of the nature of where they live. So there's this real biting edge of tension throughout the film because of where they're living, because of the oppression that's happening. But what's really great about A 10-Minute Swim is it's not really staying in that so much that it becomes unendurable. It's not too heavy because you have this romance side of things. There's a really great scene where they're on these rocks by the ocean, and everything kind of just feels a bit tranquil, and you sort of almost forget for a moment about where they're living and the situation that they're having to sort of go through. And that was really powerful. Really enjoyed that. There's another great sequence where the wife and the sister are talking, and because who's played by Anastasia Ntaliani, she's been accepted into university, or that's her hope, and she eventually gets a letter through the door which confirms that she's got into the university. And that's when it really dawns on her sister, who's married to Luan, that she's going to be alone with him. And she actually sort of says that, I'll be alone. She's like, her sister says, no, you won't, you'll be with your partner. And she's sort of, this really great scene where you see her face in the mirror, and it's just brilliant, the absolute misery that is just there because of what her future looks like and how bleak that picture is. So yeah, really impressed with the filmmaking going on here. Not only have you got a very deep, intelligent, powerful story, there's lots of moments in the filmmaking which just show how expert this team is and these filmmakers. I did feel that this sort of the final third of the film, I wanted more from. There's a bit of spoilers here, so if you don't want spoilers, maybe just skip ahead a few minutes. But I wanted more from the escape attempt. The 10-minute swim refers to how far it is to swim to Greece, which is like more of a free nation, and the couple plan to do that. but it kind of all happens in quite a rush, and it's over quite quickly. And I don't know if that was a budgetary thing, or if it was maybe they didn't want to put that part into the film. But I felt like it was building towards that, and I wanted more of that. Whereas we got quite a bit of this sort of university subplot, like her getting her letter and things like that, which I thought, okay, that's fine, and it did enhance the film. It was important, but I wanted more from our sort of central lovers that we were being connected with. So that was my only real criticism. And I think I said probably something similar with Blossom, but when we get great short films like this, and when it is that good, often the criticism is just that we wanted more, and I certainly wanted more. This could absolutely be a feature-length film. There's easily a feature-length film. There's probably more stories here as well that could be told in this time period. But for these characters and the build-up and the actual escape plan, everything like that, could have all had more room to breathe. Could have all been done for longer, and I would happily have sat there watching it, because it's the mark of a great film. 10 minutes film. Really enjoyed it. You can see the IMDb page. I don't think it's out anywhere. Let me check. I did watch it on a Vimeo link, but I think it was password protected. It may or may not have been. If it's not, I will try and direct you to it. Okay. But yeah, hope you enjoy the review, and I hope you enjoy the film if you get to see it. And hats off again to the filmmakers. Incredible job.